So we'll have a monthly checklist that we of things to.
So, you know, there's nothing wrong with that level. They're all about the same.
Gotcha.
If you get it too full, what happens when it charges?
Uh-huh.
It all spews out the overflow. There's a little
Gotcha.
overflow hole, and that's what that is.
Okay.
Now, once in the past, I took it out and washed it and cleaned it all up.
Uh-huh.
There's another fuse right here. Right there.
Uh-huh.
20.
Actually, that should be a 30, but it's a 20. But that's what, if this fuse is okay, then unfortunately they should have put this. He should have put this outside, but he didn't.
Okay.
So there's where it is.
All right. Bill, you ought to be an instructor somewhere. Just so you can, the way to explain stuff you can understand. Gotta remember that it's heavy as shit, so we don't do it. Right.
Get Neil to put it out when he's there on Sundays or something.
That's a good idea. That'd make him feel useful. Tell him we have a part of moral for him to play. Look how he's put pads around everything. See? So it doesn't scratch everything all up.
Well, what happened was I was afraid it was gonna rub a hole in the I was afraid it was gonna rub a hole in there. That's why that's back there.
But like, say the vacuum, how he's got it with the ties, just to keep everything from rattling around.
Yeah, and these I keep these are back here so that thing doesn't rub a hole in the tank.
Cool.
So you put this back together.
And the shop vac, we'll need to empty it. Keep an eye on making sure it's empty. And the vacuum, you just keep
It's got a switch inside.
just keep it plugged in
Now
all
in
the
the
time.
winter, you're going to have to keep a heater back here.
Right.
And it doesn't need to be like, you just need to figure out, it only needs to be like 35 degrees.
Okay.
Like we kept the one we put back here, just a little ceramic heater, kept it on low.
Okay. Just all we're doing here is keeping our water.
You're
lines
keeping it above
busted.
32 degrees.
Okay.
Keeping it from freezing.
Okay.
That's the only reason for it.
All right.
Now these valves,
Okay.
these valves are just, all they do is drain the tanks.
Right.
If you want to drain the tanks.
Okay.
Say you've got to work on this, you just open this to get rid of the pressure,
Okay.
like that.
So
So you can take this thing apart.
Okay.
And I'm not going to take it apart, but I will show you.
What is that?
Well, this is where you change the element. Now there's a little, you take it.
Everything's got a little screwed up.
Okay, you take that screw out, and that takes this off.
Okay.
Okay. And then you'll see under there, I had an element to show you, but I can't find it because we moved everything from the storeroom,
Okay.
and it's just lost. It's
Okay.
lost down there. I can't find it, but it's shaped like this. So all you gotta do is get online and put in Ariston, model number, and I would suggest you order a spare element.
Okay.
Do that now.
Yeah, have one here, and it's going to send you. What you want to buy is the kit. It's also got the what's that rod called? Well, what it does is this rod that goes along with the element that sucks all the minerals. God, I hate when I can't remember things. Well, you'll see it on there. It comes as a kit, and it's the element and the rod.
Okay.
Okay. And you take this cover off. There's 4 little bolts right here,
Okay.
and it just comes out like this.
All right.
Okay. And the rod will be with it. The rod will be like, we can look at a picture of it, but
Okay.
that's how that works. Okay. And when it quits heating, you'll know you need one.
Okay.
As far as telling you, I don't know. This one's been fine, but it may go out tomorrow.
Sure.
Because things are mechanical.
Yep.
And I just keep this, and when it's working, that's red.
Okay.
If you don't have hot water and that's not red, then there's something going on.
Your video you? Good. That little button. Okay. Did I tell you I got me some of those to try to straighten up the jackrabbits? And I put that in all backwards. I've never been so frustrated with myself.
See, I twisted it. Edit that, would you?
Oh well. It'll be on the cutting room floor.
Okay.
Okay, so now we've unplugged. We're ready to roll for the day. So
Don't forget to unhook all your stuff, of course.
Right.
Don't drive off down the road with your cord.
I only do that with gas cap things. That's only if you want to drain your lines.
Okay, this is set up. I've always wanted to put a cap on it, but I never did. But this is for like if you want to hook a hose and wash a muddy dog off out the. I think the purpose of him putting that there was just to wash our super muddy dog.
Hey, that's pretty smart.
I don't know. We've never used
Never
it.
done it. Yeah. Okay.
So when you do in the winter times, it's gonna be your biggest challenge because most circuits won't handle 2 heaters. If
Gotcha.
it's something in your house on that same circuit.
Okay.
If it was dedicated,
Yep.
which is not, nothing's dedicated really, it would be okay.
Okay.
So we had to hook, we had to have that's a circuit
And
and that's a circuit. So to run both, because you got to have them on both ends in the winter,
right.
because you need to keep your products warm.
Right.
Because you have cold products at first on a winter day. It's just rough.
The dog's not going to be a real happy camper.
Well, it's just rough using them. The soap's cold.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Of course, that's your breaker box.
Right.
Right there.
Okay.
I have hose clamps on some of these because I had to fix something, and I put hose clamps back because I don't particularly like these things.
Yeah.
You know, you use a little special tool to grip them.
I like your setup better because.
But anyway, some of them I've got both. Like I've added
Okay.
one.
Yep.
So if you see a leak, you're just gonna have to, things are gonna leak.
Sure.
So I've got I put extra ones on some of them.
Okay. All right.
I've replaced, that broke, it just broke from just being used.
Yep. Excuse me.
So that's, you'll have to, if you see water back here, you're just gonna have to look around and see one of these things bust. See I replaced that one because it just busted. Okay.
Now, when you do replace these, do you put any kind of once you put?
Well, I put a little Teflon thread stuff on there.
Okay. All right. Just like in the water line. Okay.
Yeah, just like you would in plumbing.
Gotcha. Okay.
Of course, if you get to turn the water off, the water's going to run through here on the ground.
Come out.
Battery, that.
Yep.
Okay, mixing valve. Okay, that's all. This little vacuum. There's a switch inside for this. No, it's a blower, not a vacuum.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. This is the drill dryer inside.
Yeah, that she never uses.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a good, Sherry always, every morning, she'd come out here and plug this in. So you'd start out with hot water.
Right.
You got to move it.
Move your heater.
You got to move it up here.
Okay.
Like that. That's why this thing's so worn out. It's been moved so much.
Okay. So
It's not dangerous, it's just worn out.
All right, so move heater cord. You got which one
To
it is,
direct.
Trixie?
To direct.
Uh-huh.
Of course, you got to unplug your back heater.
Okay, you got what?
Unplug your heater
Right,
because you're
right. You're not gonna take
not
it
going
around
to
with
need it.
you.
It's not going to freeze in an hour unless it's down below zero, and then who would
This
you
is
want
our
to work?
winter stuff.
No, this is
This
every
every day,
morning.
Every day.
Yeah, 'cause
I'm
you
just
gotta have
saying
hot water to
if
wash your dogs.
you do have a heater here,
Right.
you'll have to unplug it.
It-
It won't. Most circuits won't pull this and a heater.
Okay, right.
But this is in the mornings. When you come out here to leave, you put it back, and it'll still be hot when you get there.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Because it takes too long to warm up at your first stop if it's not already warm.
Okay. Wait a minute. Okay. You're
You get up in the morning
Yeah.
and you come out here and you take this out and you put it in there.
and it stays
This
there.
is still plugged in right
and
here.
it stays there for the day.
No.
No.
That's direct. That's coming from
the-
you're getting
That's
outside. Gotcha.
house electricity to that.
It's outside current.
Okay.
You'll have to put it back down here for the
Same.
generator to
Then
run it.
move Dryer. I mean, move heater cord.
Water heater. Say water heater so
There
you
you
don't
go.
get it confused with a.
Water heater cord back to heater plug.
That just saves you time at the first stop.
Gotcha. I'm with you.
Okay.
Okay.
Battery,
Mhm.
element, fill it up, breakers. Okay, I think that's it back here.
Alrighty.
Like I said, if you have a water leak,
Yep.
you're just gonna have to figure it out.
Okay.
And it'll be, I mean, I know you got. If you can build a cat house, you can find a water leak. Now this will I forget. This will freeze in the winter,
Uh huh.
and you'll have to get maybe if you might want to get a hair dryer or heater gun.
Mm-hmm.
If you get a heater gun, you have to be very careful. Don't get too close
Right.
because it'll melt it in a heartbeat.
What about covering it with? Is there any way
Yeah,
to
you
cover it
could
with
wrap
like
it.
a little
You
styrofoam,
could wrap it.
like
you,
house
Yeah,
thing?
yeah, you could do something, but
Okay.
we've busted it. See, the thing, if you don't keep it closed,
Yeah.
all this water will run out.
Yep.
Until it gets down here. Just the principle of siphoning. Okay, so that would run out. All your water would run out overnight. So you
Right.
can't leave it open in the winter
Right.
ever. You can't leave it open anytime.
Okay.
And those are extra hoses. We just left them.
Okay.
Just in
Perfect.
case you need something, you need a hose.
Perfect.
You could.
How much water do you typically on a daily basis? Do you fill each tank completely full?
It's usually right in here.
Okay. Every day. Okay. So
Every day.
the need to fill it all the way full.
Yeah, you don't want to leave right. Well, she's never used it. She's never used it all.
Right.
So if you forget, you would probably have enough for like
But-
3 or 4 dogs.
Right. But there's not.
But it's not a good idea not to leave full. Just
Not to leave it full.
Just
Okay.
yeah, because you could always have a leak or
Right.
anything could happen.
It's just a good idea to be, have it full.
Okay. So right now.
That's
Yeah.
normal. That's a normal day right there.
Okay. Perfect. Perfect.
And if you're filling up in the dark, you're gonna need a flashlight so you can see where the water is.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Because you can't see it. You can't see it good in the dark. Okay. Did I get everything? Charger, water, switches.
Nothing
Vacuum
special about.
cleaner.
Have you learned as far as I know you said this is on a separate circuit, but as far as cords to get, as far as in electrical.
The heavier cord you get, the less juice it. If you get one of those little ones like you would normally use,
Yeah.
it won't pull it.
Right. But get the heavier.
So get a heavy cord. Just
Okay.
invest in a decent cord.
All right.
Okay.
And water hoses will do the same.